Hi guys, welcome back to the news. In a recent development, it has come to our notice that the former Delta State Governor and ex-convict Ibori masterminded the plea bargain scam between Tinubu government and the suspended CBN Governor Emefiele. Guys, news reporters have gathered that Ibori, who was himself accused of a multi-million fraud in the UK and spent time in prison, is presently working behind the scenes for Emefiele to plea for lesser charges and get released. The ongoing plea bargaining efforts by the embattled suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN Godwin Emefiele, and the Nigerian government is being arrayed by a former Delta State governor and the United Kingdom ex-convict James Ibori, who has become one of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's allies. Sarah reporters further gathered that Ibori, who was himself accused of a multi-million fraud in the UK and spent time in prison, is presently working behind the scenes for Emefiele to plea to lesser charges and get released. Now, on Wednesday, it was reported that the Fundamental Rights Enforcement suit filed against the Department of the State Service (DSS) and the Attorney General of the Federation at the High Courts of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) by two brothers of Emefiele had been withdrawn. The court's vacation judge, Justice Emmanuel Okpe, has struck out the suit on Wednesday after the applicants, through their lawyer, informed the court of their decision to discontinue the case. It was also earlier reported that the trial of the embattled former CBN governor was on Wednesday stalled at the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) following his plan to enter into a plea bargaining to get soft landing, according to sources. Now, Emefiele is facing 20-count charge of conspiracy, procurement fraud, labeled against him by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led Nigerian government. He was on August 17, 2023, brought to the court under tight security. He was scheduled to be arraigned today, Wednesday, and to take his plea before the presiding judge, Justice Hamzan. But the case was not listed in the court's list. Now, no official reason was given by the court or the lawyers, but findings by Sahara reporters revealed that Emefiele had agreed to enter into a plea bargaining with the prosecution in line with the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015. It was learned from lawyers involved in the case that Emefiele opted to enter a plea bargaining with the prosecution team. Top sources gathered that James Ibori, the former governor of Delta State, was the mastermind of the plea bargaining, scam by the CBN governor. Guys, this is really happening. Now, James Ibori has allegedly involved himself to pave way for Emefiele's quick release. Guys, this is really serious. And as we all know, James Ibori is an ex-convict. He risks spending extra 10 years in the UK prison over alleged fraud, corruption charges labeled against him. So, my country people, as we all know, the CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, in a recent development, had, started a process whereby he wants to, plea with the court, plea bargain with the court. So, my country people, with all this going on, we don't know how, the plea bargaining would really favor, Godwin Emefiele, if it would favor Godwin Emefiele or not. But then, my country people, we know Godwin Emefiele is going ahead with this plea bargain because it will help him. It will lessen his punishment. It would reduce the sanctions that would be imposed on him. To an extent, he might even make a forfeiture out of this said money they have alleged that he had stolen or he embezzled. He would make a forfeiture if this plea bargain works out for Godwin Emefiele. So my country people, it is so serious. And now Nigerians have, come to the point of realization that Godwin Emefiele is doing all this just to escape justice. He's doing all this to escape justice. They want to do this to, lessen his punishment. But then, so many Nigerians have said Godwin Emefiele should face the full wrath of the law. But he's doing this to, to hide away from this. Godwin Emefiele, as we all know, is facing 20-count charge before the Federal Capital Territory Court for alleged procurement fraud to the tune of 6.9 billion. Yes, also conspiracy and providing corrupt benefits to his accomplice, and could be jailed for 5 years without an option of a fine if they found him guilty of this crime. But Godwin Emefiele is not waiting for him to be found guilty or not. He's just making this quick move now before it may be too late for him. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? However Nigerians have reacted? Well, these are two very colorful criminals playing good guys. He should continue using his professorship well. This is what we see in Nigeria. How can a servant uphold the rules and the regulations given to him by his master after his master will be enjoying himself while his servant will be suffering? Well, this is really serious. A master of corruption, that is his only way out. And I'm sure he will run far away from Nigeria and eat political shine. Okay guys, these are some few reactions from Nigerians. So my country people, I'm dropping here. What are your thoughts on this? Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.